we'll start from there. Let's see.
Bam, ping pong, ping plong.
Oh, you did the ping? No, that's crazy.
I always do the ping.
Yeah, let's go. All right. Oh, it's Peppa. We're calling me Lubas. Let's see, but yeah, then that's a good test, and I know that this works, and we're gonna open up GitHub and go to your PR. I forgot to take tea, but I think we're fine this stream.
Did someone say purr?
Purr?
Hell no, furry.
Wait, is T-Chef doing some tower defense in C? Yo. What has he has he says, oh yo, what's up? Can I I will do an issue. New issue. Crazy game, bro. Wait, I can't probably put the thing on. Crazy game, bro. Looking fire. A little bit of trolling is alright.
Of course.
Yes. And let's see where you did PR. Okay, let's see, what have you done? What is a D3 anyways?
What?
And then we have something called D3. I don't know where it is though.
Dimitri?
Dimitri, yes. Okay, that's crazy. Anyways, clean up rendering. It seems like you have removed a lot. Oh no, you changed the const? No, bro, no.
Yes. Ask Damon and they will say it's a great addition.
Okay,
It's Damon approved.
I don't know, Damon is not here today. I don't know if I can approve it, bro. This
He
is...
just went to sleep, but you know, he trust me, it's Damon approved.
Wait, what did Nandritz write yesterday? Everyone here I see. Wait, Andrew, what are you doing? You have the most interesting stream out of everyone here I see. There are few people in the SIG community at whose code I can look at and go, that sure is how you probably use SIG. It's killing goon creep, and even though I saw only like 30 lines of your code, you're one of those people now. I always feel my code is fucking dog shit every time I look at my code. That's from yesterday, but still funny. Okay.
And about Andrew's code. Andrew's code is always nice.
Well, let's not okay. I mean, these things make sense. I can agree with you on these ones. Okay, sure, why not? And okay. So you literally just okay, and then you changed all of those. Yes. And you moved I was thinking of doing this myself, but I forgot.
What did I even do? What are we talking about?
The swap chain, removing the thing to actually be like
Oh yeah. I thought that was stupid. Like when I saw that, like my actual reaction was this way.
But it would be nice also to have it as a... It would be nice to have it to be an actual pointer as well, I think. Rather than this, but...
No, what?
Oh, you could just do that? Oh, that's nice. That's way better on
Do what?
this thing. Get size. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Globla.
Glob gab glab.
Yeah, gobbly glably glub. And I will delete your cleanup branch, which will be back tomorrow probably.
Yeah, just delete my branches. Like, if I want to do something, I'll just like I won't do everything. If I make a branch, just always delete it because like either I'm just gonna push it again or I'm gonna just remake it so it's up to date.
Yeah. I know there's probably a faster way to just duplicate your current path where you're in the terminal and create a new. Probably there is.
Oh yeah, by the way, I also actually got the app running for me. With SpacetimeDB.
Oh, nice. What was the issue?
I don't know. Nothing. I did something. I don't even remember. I did something.
You did
And now
something? Wait, did I not put your thing inside? It should have been merged. Ah. What am I doing? You cannot read git pull. Right, so now I have got all of the new stuff in here. It's pretty much just continuing on, I guess. Right. Space time. Start. And then we can go to Zog. I can spell the fit to run. And it should have some issues, yes. And those are just that we don't have an unsupported layout transition, which is okay, we'll fix that. Which is in the utils right now for the moment, but that's okay. I don't think even it should be like... The transition we do is... Also the tutorial suggests that you don't do that, and I don't want to do it because it's so bad. So we probably won't do it. And it's in the draw, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Image barrier, here we have them. So layout undefined to image layout general. I think that one should... What is this stage actually? This is just clear range. Chronos. I can't spell Chronos, that's okay. What kind of stage layout do it has to be in? Layout. Image layout, specific the current layout of the image. Okay, but that's just the... It must be shared present image layout general or wiki layout transfer destination optimal. This one I think we could use. I think that one I have implemented and that would be more ideal. And yeah, it will be undefined to begin with. Then we should be able to do that. And I think we could be doing... wait, color image. Wait, am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping. We'll see. That's something else that went wrong now. Address render Vulkan instance. That's a segmentation fault. Aborting due to recursive panic. Okay. There's an easy way to see if the issue is something to do with this. Segmentation fault. It might just actually be. Just gonna quickly see. Because that shouldn't be. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. This should be fine. Command buffer begin. We have begin, yes. And then I'm just gonna not do. I might still have to do transition from undefined to percent, because otherwise this will not be good. So we'll do an undefined. Bruh. VK. VK. Image layout undefined. And then I will just comment these things out, because if it still segments, then I have something else that's wrong. So if it doesn't, then I know it's something with my transition that is still wrong. Okay, that's interesting. Oh wait, I don't have unsupported layer transition, but that should be... I should be able to go straight from that. Or we just implement their shitty way of doing it, which is fine too. Let's see, they had a... But whatever. I can optimize it later. So here, let's see, they're just gonna take the current layout, and here they have... So they get... what do? They have this, then I have a image barrier structure, image barrier 2. Oh, these image barrier 2. I don't think I use that. Yeah, just use this. What do you use? Synchronization. Image barrier contains the information for a given image barrier. On here is where we set the old new layout. We are doing all commands. This is insufficient as we install the GPU pipeline a bit for our needs. It's going to be fine, as we are only going to do a few transitions per frame. Many transitions per frame as part of post-processing chain. You want to avoid doing this and instead use stage mask more accurate to what you're doing. Augment stage mask barrier means that all barriers will stop GPU commands completely when it arrives at the barrier. By using more fine-grained stage masks, it's possible to overlap GPU pipeline across the barrier a bit. Access mask is similar. It controls how barriers stops different parts of the GPU. We're going to use VK access bit for our source and add VKX read bit to the destination. Those are generic options. Okay, I don't know if I need image barrier 2. I don't know if it's too much to even implement, perhaps. But I'm just gonna go with 1. And yeah. If you want to read more about the as part of barrier, we need to use this let us part of image with the barrier. Wait, what? This lets us target a part of the image with the barrier. Okay, yeah. Most useful for things like array images or meatmap images, where we would only need the barrier given layer or meatmap level. Hello, null the pointer. Yeah, I looked into the music you sent, but I don't know about the copyright, so I wasn't gonna use it. I was like, I might have some issues there, but it was really cozy. I'm going to completely default it and have the transition at all meatmap levels and layers. Wait, I didn't check the copyright either. Well, hopefully not. Yeah. Well, I didn't check that deep into the copyright. I just saw that it wasn't just pure Minecraft Alpha music, so I was like, okay, I can't probably use it. Assumption, but I would say so. Let's see. I think you can probably just This one uses image variety too, but that's fine. And I'm not gonna care about the null or that thing source. This is where we'll have to start creating these things, source destination. Well, we could use the write all if it comes in this generic thing and just go with that. But that's because I have a shader read-only layout. Wait, hold on. Don't I have it? Make image layout undefined and new is image layout general. Image layout undefined and general. That one should be implemented. But I probably don't have from image layout general to layout percent source chronos. Wait, which one did it fail on? Unsupported layout transition. Don't say much about it. I'm like, yeah, it's unsupported, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, here. Undefined to chronos percent. Okay, so I cannot. I just don't have that one. Okay, well, then. Oh wait, I didn't check the copyright yet. Next project making OS. I don't know if I'm gonna go to making something like an OS. I think I actually create a debugger instead than an OS. If I were to go to that level, because I think that creating a debugger is just, well, I've just heard that that's actually more, would require a little bit more than creating an OS, depending of course on what level you're going to create. But I think I also would have greater use case of a debugger, like something I could create a debugger that I actually want to use. And also I need to get better at using debuggers. I would love to get better using GDB, but I just suck at it.
I never used debuggers, man.
What the fuck? How do you debuggers are so damn cool. I wish I just was a lot better at them because but yeah. And then OS, there's like plenty of OS. I don't need that, I think. Maybe. But the debugger I could actually have a use case for on my own. But then OS, and I don't know, I feel like Arch Linux is pretty damn good as it is. Yeah, now we're gonna have to find a old layout. Actually a Chronos percent. I'm curious to see how have I gone from the others Chronos percent, because if I can do that, then I can probably just replicate and use that for the another case. Here, we have two of them. We have one where we come from image layout transfer destination option optimal and color attachment optimal. And now I'm trying to come from image layout general, which is kind of ambiguous, but I don't really have another case for it, so I think I could be fine with just implementing another one of these. Maybe it's not the best idea. You shouldn't probably have one of these cases, but I'm gonna do them either way. Because I do weird stuff when I am coding. I think actually I will just take the thing as it is. Like so, and wait, what the fuck did I do here now? Well, I fucked up, that's what I did. Alright. And what we'll change here is that we will take from here and we'll add it to the collection of the transfers. And bada bing, bada boom. And let's see. We're not gonna do this, but this one is also a little bit too VK. I wanna do a source access. Wait. Source access memory write bit. I don't know. Color attachment, right? Both of these are gonna be using that, and then we have the destination access mask, 5 stage all command bits. I don't know. I'm just gonna say access none, the same thing. Source stage, what do they do for their source stage? Mask. Let's see, what do we have? We have a sort of big transfer. I guess that's bottom of pipe bit. Stage flags. Let's see. There's only once happening here. Submit for infra. Well, that's not what I wanna be touching. That's not that thing.
That's what she said.
Hey.
What?
Hey, yo. Yeah, I don't think that's something I'm too... I mean, I think that should be fine. I'm no expert on these ones. Like barriers, all of this synchronization stuff, I suck so much. But I think by the limited expertise that I have, I think this should be fine. Let's see. Well, this is an unsupported transition from image layout undefined to general, but that shouldn't be undefined. That one I should have 110%. Wait, let me see. Yeah, here. Old, then new. That one should be there. Oh, hold on. Is it because I'm doing something very stupid? I'm doing something
Most
very yes, you see. They are in separate, but they do have specific, what was the, why was it? There was a reason for this. I don't remember if I... Because this one will now trigger either way, and that's why I will have that unsupported. Why don't I just... I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna say that. This is a very old bit of code, so hopefully I won't be fucking anything up. So now we go through this one, and then we'll put else if well in here. Well, let's see how bad this thing runs. Okay, well that went segmentation fault. Great. Let's see, but I shouldn't have any... Let's see, I'm gonna try to not even do that. Can I just go to here, to this thing, and I'm gonna ignore everything else. Right, fuck. Unused. Well, we'll also comment that out. Great. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll take this. Yes. And now the first image barrier. There it's seg faults. Okay, why? Oh boy. I will just continue reading in the meantime. But that should be... I don't know, I'm probably just passing some invalid pointer. Most probably not even that, but usually it's something like that I do when it goes like that. Oh wait, I could actually have this one open because it might contain also what I need to do. Let's see here. This is what I'm supposed to do. So using QSubmit2 for submitting our comments. This is part of synchronization 2 and this updated version of. Should I maybe switch to use this too? Because it seems to be a lot of those in this modern version of Vulkan. Should have semaphores used as part of submit and can
A lot
give
of what?
a lot of this VK submit info 2 and VK memory barrier 2 and like this, they seem to be using a lot of the version 2 stuff, and I'm like, oh, I haven't used those, but I don't see any direct new features that. But I think if they start using them, I probably have to use it throughout the whole API, and I don't do that. Ah. Contains the information on a semaphore used as a part of the submit, and we can give it a fence so that we can check for the submit to be finished executing. VK submit info 2 requires semaphore submit info for each of the semaphores it uses, and VK command buffer submit info for command buffer that will enqueue as part of the submit. Let's check the VK init function for those. Okay, so they're showing the C++ bootstrap thingy, or well, kind of. Let's see. So they have like a semaphore submit info. They take the stage mask semaphore, the actual semaphore, and then the some mask, and then they create struct. They do all of these things. Then they have a command buffer for the struct submit info, and then they have submit info, which is Vulkan submit info struct. And wait semaphores. Okay, there they are. Command buffer submit info only needs the command buffer handle. We don't need anything else. And we can leave the device mask at 0 as we are not in it. We are not it. Semaphore submit info requires a stage macro, which is the same we saw with the transition image function. Other than that, it is. Other than that, it only needs semaphore handle device index parameters used for multiple GPU semaphores usage, but we don't want to do any of those. And values used timeless semaphores, which are special type of semaphores where they work through a counter instead of a binary state. We will also not be using them, so we add default to 1. Submit info arranges everything together. Let's see, I'm just gonna quickly wait. He said something. Yo, Lucas, sorry I asked to the thin air. What? You asked. No, well, you can look back in the live stream, I guess, for the answer, but yeah, I won't be making an OS as kind of like I have like other projects I would do before an OS. I don't know. I don't feel like I need to make an OS because I don't see a direct need to create one. I wouldn't use. If I made an OS, I wouldn't use it unless if there is something that.
But Lucas, hear me out. Are you using Wallenstein every day?
No.
No, exactly. You don't make OSs because you're gonna use it. You make OSs because it's funny.
Wallenstein was an attempt to understand that I always wanted to make one, but now I'm actually putting these skills together to make an actual game that would be used. Now it's with a purpose. Before it was just
blah blah. We want OS. We want Lucas OS. I mean Lubas OS.
Lubas. I will make Linux.
Yes.
Yes. We're going to only use one semaphore for each waiting and signaling, but it's possible to signal or wait on multiple semaphores at once for complicated systems. Here are the links to spec for those structures. Okay, let's see how is this thing going. Good. There's a seg fault. Pipeline barrier. Is it? Should I get something more verbose? Because this is like. Was it layout source? I don't remember. Source. Let's see. Ah, wow, that's amazing. Don't know. More. Return for more Qt quit C to continue without paging. I don't remember what was I supposed to do after this. Everything seems to be fine here. I don't know. The only thing I could think of that wouldn't be fine. Well, this is actually the first one that runs. Hold on. Command buffer. It could be that the actual image in itself is invalid because I haven't checked those images before. Because everything else here should be valid, and then you come in here, you get the. Wait, shouldn't the command buffer be used? I just take it input and wait, bruh, stupid. There, yeah. Yes. Yes, so it is used here, and then. Oh, no, that. No, those things should be valid, 100% valid. Current frame in flight. If I could just know what is invalid, actually. Let's see. Let's put some more verbosity. We'll go renderer. I'll just take it from there now. Bro, what am I doing? Okay, let's see. Copying all the ways into new device. What the fuck? Okay. That's so weird. I think one thing one could do is to also have, wait, here, extension. This is such an interesting way you have done it. Well, I will cram it in for the moment being in here, I think. Debug messenger dot config debug config. Yeah. True. And true. So then they can all be, well, this is not what I meant, actually. Well, actually, yes, this is what I meant, but I meant to just keep it as default by default. And then this should still work the same. I can put first class. Now we should have that thing, right? Yes. And then I should be able to go inside the main and just go be able to say debug.config. What? And just do that. Oh no, that's disgusting. Like that either. That's way better. Or is it? Wait. So now you can just easily, let's see if it does work. Yeah. But it did not, yeah, because I don't pass it. And then in here, we'll just pass config manifold dot instance. It should probably be in the separate debug config. Then we'll just put it. And now we got all of them. Nice. So now you can just change them inside of here when you create the renderer. That order is a bit cursed. Maybe I should fix that. Yeah, that's better. All right. Segmentation fault. Why? The only thing I could think of is if the Vulkan image is incorrect. Let's see. Because everything else there seems to be fine, and the only one I'm not sure is the Vulkan image. Until when are you going to use... Wait, until when are you going to use Sig? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Let's see if I do here a @panic and just say lol. Bro, if true. Okay, then I shouldn't get a segmentation fault, and then I'm pretty sure that it's probably my damn. Yeah. But I can't. Can I find another way of proving it? Or like checking it? Because I'm feeling pretty confident that should actually be valid. Wait. Swap chain VK images. Right. No, these are the Vulkan images. And I do. Oh no. Oh. Uh-oh. Whoops. Right. Well, that's a bit of a yikers. We'll have to take... It's basically this. Stupid. Okay, I was working on that yesterday, bruh. I did a little bit of restructuring to get rid of some things, and yeah, funny moment. I do not have that yet, so I will just do the same thing as in here. I'm a bit unsure with the memory in regards to these things, but we will see how it goes. I should have the swap chain. Swap chain. Create info. Yep, now I should have the swap chain, and then I can image count. We could also take care of. Well, you should take care of that as well. Get swap train images, image count, and then I image count again. So I'm just gonna also yoink that real quick. Here with this, because it's associated with this. Boom. And we can just do a var image count is equal to NU32. What am I doing? U32, and it's gonna be equal to 0. Probably should use undefined, because if I try to use it and it fucks up, well, anyways. And then we can just take these image counts, the address of them, the swap chain that we just created. So now we'll have the image count, and then I still prefer that. It shouldn't happen, but if it does, then I don't know, I don't want it. And then we can use Angular identifier self. There shouldn't be a self. Okay, it's just some weirdness, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna pass the image count, and then we're gonna take the first address of these, and then we're gonna do another one of. Hold on. Yes, this one is a bit of a special case. And instead of frames, well, we actually will just go through for each. VK images. I'm just gonna call it image. And wait, no, I don't need to do this. Do I need to do this? Don't need to do that. I can literally just do this, which is gonna be weird. I'm so unsure about that memory, to be honest. Like, I don't feel like that's gonna be persistent. But it's allocated on the as from the, well, these are actually just could I just copy this to the return somehow? I don't know, we'll find out. Well, that seemed to have been fine, so well, we'll get, if it's not fine, then when we get further in, eventually we just get crashes because we are not accessing a valid image. So that's how, if it's fine, then this will be working. And everything seems to be fine now. Great. For one drop. For one frame drop. One. So, yeah. But that we don't need more than that. We will figure out the rest later. I probably will have to come back to this one and read in on these things because I don't have this bootstrap. Because I don't like it. Oh wait, there was a bit more to read. Okay, cool. That's great. Okay, good. I thought literally it ended here. I was like, oh fuck. But no, we continue. Great. The initializers made. I can write the submit itself. Okay, so let's see. So then they do wk submit info. They create the submit info. And the semaphore stuff. Wk submit. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, no, that's the info. Then it's the actual submit. And then they submit queue. Okay. Percent. I don't have a memory of calling percent. Wait, what? Am I tripping? This is the ancient, the one I used to follow. I just want to try out another tutorial to see what's different, and I don't know. I feel like it gets so different. Let's see, drawing. I don't remember doing percent. Reset fence, reset command, semaphore. Wait, why am I doing it like this? I can literally just go to here. This is when they already got a lot of stuff implemented. So I can go here. Let's see. Percent family. Percent mode. Percent queue. No. Hey, present info Chronos. Okay, there is actually a... Okay. Damn. Doing things in OpenX are actually like hide a lot of these things away. You just had to create like the Vulkan instance. And that was pretty much it. Then you just use the XR instance and you started using that thing to care of a lot of these things. It's weird. I forgot a little bit more of the things that you have to set up. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Yeah. That's a cleanup. We'll get to the cleanup in a bit. Wait, don't I have these already? No, I got these cleanups already. I don't know. They added them a bit later. Okay. Well, I think we will pretty much just do this then. Funny. I'm just gonna take this and translate it. So we will have the end command buffer, then we'll take these ones, and this is gonna be quite horrible. I probably will split this up to a little bit more cleanness. I don't know. But that's for later. When we get... I think it will be more apparent when we get to actually writing. Command info. I don't like that name. Command buffer submit info. Command buffer submit info. Yeah. So when we actually get to the drawing of stuff, I think this will move things away a little bit. Probably. Maybe. Most likely. Because this is horrible, but for now we're not even drawing anything. Well, we're about to draw a color range, but... Make command buffer. Buffer... Submit info. There. And we ain't having this, sadly. That's okay. It's okay. But what will we be having then? We will... Oh wow, look at that. There's just the command buffer, the device mask, and well, that's not too much to put in. Why would you need Bootstrap for that? Man. And is there anything else? Well, there's type. That one is always... What is this? This is the structure type command buffer submit info. Well, that makes sense. Right. Structure... There's too many structures. Type command buffer.
Also, Lucas, you know you don't have to like make the variables for the information. You can just do like ampersand dot curly braces and then just enter the stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so you don't need to make a variable for all the crit info if you don't want to. Yeah, just keep that in mind.
That would probably look a lot more sexier. I will just do this because it's you know my C style. It's a habit. I cannot.
I hate your C style.
Yeah,
I hate your C style. It's the thing I despise the most in the entire world after school, of course.
It's I can't do much about it. You know, it's just a way of living. You know, it's just that's just how I do stuff. Wait info. Semaphore submitted.
Sadly, it is.
Yes, signal info. Wait, what the fuck? Why do we have separate... Semaphore... Well, I will just join the name actually for these ones, because I'm not sure what their purpose is 100%, and I feel then it's just better to follow along the thing and later realize that, yeah, that's what I make, and the name doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm not gonna call this anymore, but for now I'm just gonna call it this. Yeah, type. What is that type anyway? It's a VK sema for submit info. There are gonna be 2 of them, so I can already do the other one. It's gonna be equal to, and then here we can probably just read. It's wow. It's gonna be this. So the semaphore and a stage mask. Well, that you could actually, well, whatever. I'm just gonna yoinkers. And let's see, I don't need, yeah, no. And then we're gonna oopsie daisy, not like that. And then we're gonna go here and do that, bam. And this one is gonna be needing a little bit of VKC. And there's no such thing. Well, I actually don't need to specify that, I think. Yeah, they null them. Okay, and then that's the same. So we're gonna have to put a semaphore there. And then the stage mask, well, this first one is just gonna be this thing. So we're just gonna put that as the stage mask. VKC, VK pipeline stage 2 color attachment output. Well, that's not gonna be. Then we will have to change the image barriers probably. Maybe we'll see. I'm getting that feeling that I'm gonna have to change those. Oh no. Well, whatever. And then current frame swap train semaphore. Okay.
Yo, wait, this is goated. Wait. Okay, hear me out. So on Friday I don't have any school, and on Tuesday, or yeah, it is called Tuesday. Well, like the day before Friday, I don't know. Yeah. And at that, and then I like end at 13. Damn, that's so nice.
You're 13.
No, like it ends at 13:20.
Oh,
you know, 1 p.m.
You're just telling us that you have less school.
Yes,
That's
and this
weird,
is amazing.
That's a weird flex, but alright.
No, man, this is fabulous. But imagine if it would just be Monday. Damn. Ooh, you know what? Even Wednesday, that's the worst day. That would be so cool. Well,
Yeah.
time to check in on Lucas, so he ain't doing any weird, funky stuff.
Oh, no, look away quickly.
Yeah, he's naming his variables snake case. Okay.
Yeah. I'm doing the right way, except for the spacing here, but that's irrelevant.
Yeah, but spacing isn't too important. Like it's fine.
Look at this.
Also,
this horrendous draw function that doesn't draw anything.
Lucas, you know, for creating infos that are like, you know, in other creating infos, I would probably do the ampersand dot curly braces.
But I don't have that.
Or is not like sub? Oh, okay, you don't have that.
Actually, I haven't gotten that far yet. But I guess if I get to that, depends, because if you need an array of them, well, I guess you can still do them in.
Yeah, I guess it's no problemos.
Oh wait, sorry, I completely ignored all the pointers question. I mean, are you going to switch from C to C++ anytime soon? I will never go to C++. If I'm switching from SIG, I'm going back to C. Like, C++, I don't know, bro, that language is too... bro. Okay, never say never, but bro, that language, I've tried to read it, and all of this operation overload and object-oriented patterns, I'm just like, how are you supposed to make sense out of this? Every time. And like, it's so much implicit actions that just happens. It's like, alright, I guess it just happens.
That happens in C2, man.
No, see, no, see,
casting.
No, casting. Okay, but
yeah.
But if it happens in C, then you're just using it. It doesn't do it. Okay, well. Okay, I mean, fair.
Yeah, what do we have here?
Okay,
Hmm.
okay, fair, fair.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
okay, it's but then you're supposed to tell it by using the you're supposed to cast it, with telling it how to. But I guess you can just pass a
Yeah,
float
yeah, yeah,
into an
absolutely. But
integer.
you don't have to.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's but it's
Me when
yeah
I look at C and
that
don't see the casting.
it's okay, that's true. That's true. But I still prefer
Yeah.
still C's casting over six. Not gonna lie, but not the implicit
I
casting.
mean,
Not
yeah,
the implicit
yeah,
casting.
true. That we can agree upon. Six casting, it's not the best. It's not the best.
Why can I? Why
Like
can
it
he?
works and
Why
it's
can he?
fine.
Why cannot Andrew Kelly just make the same kind of like where he put parentheses the data type and it would just work like that instead of doing the at pointer cast? Like
Yeah,
that.
that's true. True. Yes, I can agree. But like, I don't know. Like, the thing that I don't know. Like, I don't really like the casting too much, but I've gotten pretty used to it now, so it
Yeah.
doesn't bother me as
Yeah.
much.
But it's kind of like, okay, I guess if you do an at pointer cast, you always will have the compiler will know what you're trying to cast it to, but it also would be nice to just see like in code when you write like what are you casting to. So that's why I would like to have explicit to tell it
I mean, you
when
can
you're
do that
writing.
with as.
Yeah, but then it just gets even worse.
I know. Like that's okay. That is one thing. I absolutely despise this, and it's the ass keyword. Like it's so ass.
Wait.
It's the worst
I
keyword
mean, the more you
ever.
use it, the familiar you get. Yes, but even if you get familiar with it, like for real, like think about all of like you have to create so much because of the object-oriented design. You have to create so much boilerplate. You have to create so many constructors just because you want
C++
something.
is just boilerplate, bro.
Yeah, and it's like before you even can start doing anything with the data that you want to use, and it's like, and sometimes there's just a lot of constructors that this is what I hate a lot with it. It's just so many okay, I'm still a novice, but still, like, fuck, bro, so many constructors, and you just like a lot of those things just happens in the background. It's just does things for you, initialize data, and like there's so much that happens when you just want to create one thing. Of course, you could also say the same about like if I create a structure in C and I call init function, I pass a thing, then that init can initialize all sorts of things. But with C++, there's like so many default, well, not default, what are they called? Constructors, that there's so many of them that can happen. And depending on which case, like even if you do for vectors, if you use vectors, then you need a copy overload, right? Overloading. Is it called so? I don't remember. But you need that. You need to implement a way for it to be copied. And it's like like those things are just they are powerful. Like of course they are great, but I just find them so ambiguous at the same time. Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, C++ is still like I like this is actually a C++ tutorial, so I do read it a lot and trying to understand it, but I don't think like I don't think I want to go to it because it's also like I like this kind of where just know the thing that is supposed to happen happens. But um yeah, no, I don't unless I really have to, I would use C++. Yeah. Wait, what is the oh no. But we'll see. I was trying to do C++
I'm back.
for the Minecraft Vulkan thing, but since I have just tried out a little bit more of the languages and gotten a little bit more experience with stuff, I'm like, I really just don't want to go back to object-oriented. I think that's the main take. Like,
How come you didn't like? How come you even used C++ for the Minecraft clone?
oh, because I was still thinking like, yeah, object-oriented is not that bad, you know? Like, it has its merits, which
I
is,
see.
it do,
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
of course, like, this is good to some extent, but then I just started reading more about everything. I was like, and data-oriented, getting more in depth on it, I was like, you know what, no, object-oriented is just primarily bad.
I mean, yeah, basically.
But I remember because I was so like hyped when I started with C++. I remembered I was like, fuck, now I'm gonna be able to make games. I'm gonna be able to make all sorts of systems because it's so cool. Like you can have a empty slot that has just weapon as interface, and then you can just put weapon in that player's weapon slot, and anything that inherits from it's just gonna work. That's so damn cool. And then you read more about it, and you were like, fuck, this ain't cool.
Like those kind of like interfaces are quite nice, and like, you know, OOP has some advantages like interfaces, but you can do that in like all languages, and Sig doesn't even have interfaces, and you can still do it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. Like interfaces are nice to use, but they're not very nice like computationally wise.
Yeah, no. But also like it's I guess it's not unless if you do something very like today's world, like if you just use a average everyday laptop or computer, just like any computer is so damn powerful, like those things doesn't even like you can write a Python application to do like literally whatever within a few seconds, and like you won't know the difference if somebody wrote it in C or Python. Like even though like we're talking like probably thousands, 10,000s difference of speed, probably more, but it's still like so small, like you won't see like or notice it unless if you go to like I guess embedded systems. Well, I don't know if you could even write Python there, but or
You
phones.
can.
Oh God, phones, because phones rely on the battery lifetime, you know, and if you write applications that even take like something that could take one clock cycle, and it's like it happens every iteration, and you make it take two clock cycles, you know.
Android, Java.
Yeah, yeah, but
But Java
and
isn't like too slow in reality, so.
yeah, but if it's something that like runs every clock cycle, and instead of taking one, it takes two, well, then you have basically halved your lifetime of the phone's battery because you're taking one extra clock cycle, and it's like there it starts to matter. But yeah, most everyday use cases, if you just write something for the web or just a normal game, you can use pretty much then whatever. But I still like to figure these things out, and I like to be in this explicitness of actually having understanding of everything that happens. I don't know, maybe it's a bit overkill, but it's also really nice to just figure shit out. And when you run into issues, it's like it's like there's no implicit things that happens in Sig. Like if something fucks up, it's like, well, the error messages could be a little bit better sometimes.
Yeah, I agree.
But usually it's pretty
But
clear that
yeah,
you're just doing like there's nothing else that could be wrong, that you have either using a null pointer or you just have incorrect data. Well, both of those falls in the category of incorrect data, and it's like that's
yeah,
it.
but both of those are kind of like hard to pull off in Sig because like Sig knows when things are undefined, at least in debug mode. So like when you compile for debug, it just knows when things are undefined data,
Yeah.
and it warns you. And null pointers, you can't even null things without you like explicitly making it null.
Yeah.
So Sig kinda like tries to be safe in that case, I guess.
Yeah,
But
but
it still
then
happens, you know.
I don't know, like yeah, it's well, I guess either what you program it is always invalid data if something goes wrong. But I think with object oriented, it's kind of like abstracted away because you're supposed to think in kind of in like in a way of objects rather than data, and then it's like,
Yeah, it's like, oh
oh,
yeah, you have some corrupted memory, and then it's like, oh, where?
it's
Hmm.
like
I
this
mean, maybe in this thing.
the cow seg faults. You're like, what the the cow? Okay.
Yeah, fair.
Which inherits from an animal, and you're like, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, not that.
Also, I like that. I like the C++ errors. You know, they're so nice to look at and beautiful and very readable.
But those you can actually get used to. Like I think that goes for any programming language. If also Java. Java is so like if you have one error, you have a null pointer, like illegal access or what are they called? Null pointer exception. You get like
Oh no, don't tell it. Print the entire inheritance tree, bro.
yeah, they print out like 200 lines and then it's like the first or last line. I don't remember which order it is, which says just that was this illegal null pointer access at line, and you're like, what?
Yeah, like the rule of thumb in SIG is just don't look at the bottom.
Except if you need to look at the bottom. Okay, shall we continue maybe getting the next thing?
Yes.
Okay, so then they have the submit info, which is... Okay, so here they take in the wait semaphore, they take the command buffer, yeah, so they do pass in... Wait, the command buffer info, okay. So yeah, this struct actually contains that. Okay, well then I could, I guess, do that, what you just said, which would be to do a var. What will I call it? wiki submit info, so submit info.
This is why I don't like to make variables for this kind of things, because like what are you even supposed to name them?
Submit info. And probably give it the
Yeah,
type as well would be
really-
great.
Like my rule of thumb is that if you're not using something more than once, you should make it not be a variable or constant. You should just inline it.
I guess that's a pretty good rule, because like usually if you're not gonna use it more than once, it's no point to having it as a variable, to be honest. Because that's kind of the point of a variable, to have multiple access or points of access where you need to reference it. But if you don't, then why are making it should only be used in that spot and not clutter up any other space.
Yeah, also like technically it's faster not making a variable, because SIG, like the compiler can just understand when things are getting dereferenced and stuff, and it's way faster dereferencing if it's just inline.
Well, that's probably true.
Like still it's not noticeable, but you know, it's back to the old thing.
You know, I think I will never be able to escape Java as long as I'm in university. Talking about
For real.
like it's we're gonna have some, well, I mean, it is what it is.
Is this swapchain.sig?
This is render.sig, renderer.
Okay, they should probably be somewhere else and not in the renderer, because renderer should only really expose like high level stuff, you know?
I guess we would get to it because this.
But it's fine.
This need to happen either way. So I was thinking exactly if I would somehow get these things to a point where it's like when I find out where I want to start drawing the actual game, you know, then I could have like pre-render and then do the thing and then post or submit or whatever. But before then, I'm just gonna put everything in here and just stuff, you know.
Yeah, that's. But like one thing, if you were to put this in Vulkan.sig, and then we take in like what we need, maybe we need the instance and the device. Very unlogical that you would have both of those, but sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Then we could just like make a wrapper function of that in the renderer called draw, and that just takes in the context and just passes the correct things, you know. And then it's a bit nice, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I have been thinking a lot of different ways to go about it. I've been also like thinking, what if you just made it generic, this renderer, you know? Because the only thing the renderer needs to know is like a position, like a transformation of the thing it's going to draw. And then it needs to know what mesh. And that could literally just be a index, so you would just have to call like exposed API function calls to initialize meshes and textures, like materials. So you could have like
Right.
an array of a transform, aim, and material. Like, what else do you need for the renderer to draw anything really? Well, camera, but you could have an init camera also, which would also need a transform. But besides this, you could expose these kind of data types, and then you could, from wherever you have the game, just every loop. Well,
Just
you
call that index, yeah.
yeah,
I see, I
or
see.
or that I was thinking you could also just pre-create a array of stuff and pass that in. It's not that performant, because you have to. Well, it's not that expensive either, to be honest.
Yeah. But
But
we can use a queue, a D queue,
yeah. Oh,
and then like every frame we just add stuff to that, and then at the end it's just gonna go through it all and render it.
Yeah, or you could also, like you said, just. But that it would no. Either way, it will have to be individual draw calls, since if you don't do instance rendering, or what is, yeah, it's called instance rendering.
Yeah, but we can do instance rendering because if we know which type it is, like let's say there are 50 meshes and 25 of them have the index 2,
Yeah.
then we can probably like search through and like, okay, well we can do all this at the same time, and then we can instance render it,
Yeah.
and the rest of things we can do single.
Because you
I
could
don't
literally
know.
just have like draw a mesh, where you just pass in transform and material, you know?
Yeah, but we should probably have a draw and draw instanced. Or just draw instance, but like count also, and you could pass an array to that.
Yeah. But then you could expose these, and then you could keep like everything like just API based, and but that, I guess that could actually work quite well.
Yeah, like if we have a draw function in the Vulkan, and that draws an array of meshes, but you can also just pass one thing because it's gonna only draw instanced, okay? Right? And then let's say we have 5 objects who are the same type, then we can pass all those as an array to the draw function, and that's like, okay, cool. And then let's say we only have one player model, then we can draw that in just like we can just have an array of one thing and it's fine. And then like the high level API is gonna have a queue that the systems just add on top, like, hey, draw mesh 59. And then that's just gonna, like, when we do call the draw function in the renderer, it goes through that and sorts it, and that's some magic.
Yeah, then
and it's good.
because then the renderer could exist outside of, or the world wouldn't be like they would be coupled with the render. Then we could also take this render, make it like a library out of it, and use it in future projects as well. Because
yeah, absolutely.
All it needs to know is just what is the transform and the material. And the material is like mesh and textures, and you could have another exposed function to add material, create material, and then it's your responsibility to you just have to, like, you can keep your data however you want, but just when you call the draw mesh, please provide just the transform and the mesh in this kind of way that we want it. But you can keep it however you want it, besides that.
Yeah, I mean, that's perfect.
And the mesh is literally just, when you create mesh, you get returned a ID, which you just have to store with your entity. And that's...
It would be nice if we could make the ID be deterministic, because if it's gonna be multiplayer, then let's say the player reloads, and maybe then the players don't have the same like materials at the same indexes, and then it just gets weird. So what we could do is have like a hash map, I guess, for it, and then the material is like we make like the ID, deterministic from that.
I guess that makes... but would it have to be? I'm not sure, because I mean, like, every entity that you... Well, I guess, hot reloading, it would make sense for, but I don't think the average Joe will be able to have any form of hot reloading, so then it wouldn't have to be, maybe.
Sure, but like if we wanted to do that, we could also just store it in the networking and not the actual renderer.
Oh yeah. That... Actually, I was thinking, imagine that you could upload to the server, when you add a new mesh, So you could upload it to the server, and then the rest of the players could get a notification there's a new mesh, so they could get a request to download the new mesh while they're playing and load it into the game, and then you could just have a new enemy spawning because you create the logic through the code, or you can also, because it's a database at the same time, you could also just append a table with the new entity, and that ID would correspond. Everybody would have the new mesh. Assuming
Oh yeah,
that,
and then we don't do the hash map because it's gonna be the same anyways, you know.
yeah, and that,
Yeah, true.
imagine like you could literally by that just add, while the multiplayer game is going on, new enemies with the new mesh and textures. Like, what the fuck? That would be crazy.
Like you just start the session and there's just like a plane and just end it and there's like a boss or something. Yeah.
It would be freaking awesome. But yeah, we are still just trying to work out this renderer.
Yeah, back to the real world.
Wait, semaphore count, and then
in a minute.
yeah, p-wait semaphore, and that's gonna be the actual semaphore info. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? That's why they used the version 2, because you can provide more information about the semaphores. Where's the docs? I think they had links to the docs. Come on, where's the docs? There they are. Semaphore submit. There, this one. Bro, please. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I went out of it, bro. Ah. Yeah, semaphore info. But I'm probably not even gonna, unless if I use number 2. Let's see how bad it crashes. I mean, like, let's find out. Like, maybe it crashes, maybe it doesn't. We'll find out. Like, it's that's what we do here. We fuck up and find out, and then we can take. You're not gonna be caring about that. This is the weight info that I just wanted. Bam. We're gonna take this. We're gonna go here. Was it ampersand dot this? And then I'm gonna do this, that, and yeah. Then we don't need that anymore. We can take it away. Went too far down. And then it's just dot font one dot signal info, and it's gonna be the same thing. Gonna go here, bam, 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 bam. All right. What else do they have? Command buffer, and then they have the, okay. Command buffer count is equal to 1. Command buffer infos, and we're gonna take this. We're gonna go bam, bam, bam. That, not that. Bro, please. I can never land that key. And boom. Am I concerned about the other things? Well, no. I don't think I am. Flags. Next. Wait, semaphore count. Wait, hold on. Don't I have a semaphore count? Semaphore info count. Well, that I'm concerned about. That's gonna be 1. Boom. Alright. But the other ones I'm not. Now I don't care. Flags, next, new. Those can be default values, which is, yeah, 0 out. Good. Wait, but do these ones become zeroed out now? I think they do. Then I can remove this. We don't concern ourselves with that. Submit info. And now we're gonna submit it. Welcome back. How have you been? I hope you have been awesome.
Fabulous.
Great, 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 great. vk.c. vk submit. Yo, what's up, these chef? Yo, I see submit info. Yeah, we're using submit.
CSF.
Steph. We're using submit. I'm getting tired. All right.
Submib. Men in Black. What?
We're using submit info 2. Triangle. I don't think even we'll go through a triangle, bro. We're gonna have a window with some rainbow colors, and then there will be a box next or something like that. That's
No. We will We will not have anything displayed. We will have a bunch of seg faults and errors.
Our goal is to have you play through the terminal. There's a fake promise. There's a fake promise of actually having a screen, but there will never be a screen. Submit to, is that what I'm supposed to?
It's alright. It's alright.
Nah, bro. Oh, wait. Nah, bro. Skips a triangle. Yeah, you know, I had enough of those triangles. You know, those damn triangles. You know, I've been messing with me. But yeah, and then we should be able to have the graphics queue, the submit, get current frame, and render fence. Okay. Let's see. What's up with that goddamn?
God damn.
Let's see, self. Which one has the? Is it device? Get queue. I need to pass an index. Is that the graphics queue index? And who has that thing? Harold, what's the thinking over here?
Who has what thing? What do you need? Graphics queue. That is the physical. No, it's something.
Something. All right, that sounds awesome.
Self physical device.
That one doesn't have
okay,
it.
it's device. Dot get queue.
Well, I have already that.
Okay, what do you need?
I
The
need
index?
I need the graphics queue.
Yes.
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 I think we don't. Graphics.
Okay, so here we are. Hear me out. Okay, so we're gonna change out how the physical device works. Okay, so we're gonna make it a structure, and then we're gonna have a PTR, and basically we're gonna store the index inside of here.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. Bro, that's crazy.
It's easy. Make a live session and I'll do it for you.
Can't you just make a PR? Like, I'm not touching this thing right at the moment, so you.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. One sec.
And I will improvise in the meantime. I will just.
Yeah, that sounds good enough.
Yeah. I will pass null for the first one in the meantime there, and then one, and then the submit info, and then it will be the render fence for the current frame. Current frame dot render fence. Nah, that's crazy. Yo, what's up? How are we doing?
Yo.
We're doing good.
Nice.
How is your vacation?
Good. Besides, like I've been sick the last 2 days.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah.
Right.
That's that. I got hungry.
But Lucas, if you are at this, then you're
What?
basically close to the end for the Vulkan, right?
What did you say?
Or like you're so at the submit info, so we're actually getting close to the Vulkan basic setup.
Yeah, I guess we are.
Fire, fire.
It is absolute fire. Ah. Are you using Wiki Vulkan Q submit 2 or just Vulkan submit in submit 1?
Who you asking?
Mr.
Just using
T-Chef.
the normal one.
So not 2. Yeah, I'm gonna try out number 2
Cool.
and we'll see how that goes. Because
Mm,
I
What's the
haven't.
difference?
It has different way of how the submit info works. Like there's like you have like more structs. Oh yeah, that I think I will fuck up because it's using stage mask and I am probably skipping. Yeah, I'm doing this. If it's gonna be associated with the image memory barriers, this is not gonna be good. I don't know. Maybe it will. Meh. No, wait, those are layouts. I don't think those should interfere. They might. I don't know. We'll see. First, we create each of different info structs needed, blah blah blah. Then we'll go to the Vulkan percent. Woo! Harold, T-Chef, I mean. Mr. Chef.
Yeah, what's up?
Um, is it like this is so weird for me because I didn't use the Vulkan percent when I did the OpenXR thing.
What Vulkan percent?
Yeah, like Vulkan percent info, and then you do VKQ percent.
Oh, present. Oh,
No, not the percent mode, the actual percent.
oh yeah. Yeah, isn't that like a function and a thing for it?
Yeah, no, I just wondering like, no, I meant like what I wanted to say. It's just so odd for me because you know it's like I didn't have to do it. There's so many things that got kind of hidden away when I did the OpenXR thing from the actual Vulkan stuff that it felt
Mhm.
like it's easier to set up an OpenXR application than a actual Vulkan application. Even though I used Vulkan for OpenXR, but it took care of a lot of these things. Like I didn't have to do them. I didn't have to worry about them. So it's so weird now that I have to do it on the way to work. Anyways, percent info. It's the swap chain. P swap chain. Chains? Well, that's not. You ain't gonna get those. You're gonna get one. Wait, you could pass multiple swap chains. I guess if you have multiple windows for your application, yeah. Why do I say swap chain? Dot swap chain. Me. Mm, not sure I'm doing this right now. Well, whatever. It usually crashes if you don't do it right. Bruh, where's my dot? Image indices. Wait, hold on. No, what am I doing? Swap shade image index. Do you just mean the image index that I get from the beginning? Or where do they refer to this thing? Here. Acquire, yep, that's the one they're referring to. Bro, can I please? Please. Wait, there's another one? I don't know what the fuck. But that's my image index over here. And then it's just vk.c vkq percent chronos, and then I'm gonna have to get the q again. Ampersand info. That's not an ampersand. Oops, daisy. vk.c check. No, not c, just check. And a try. And then we can just increase the frame number. I don't remember where I think it's in the swap chain I stored. Right. This is a bit of a yikers. Harold,
Yes.
how is the graphics queue coming along?
Oh, I'm done. I'm just committing right now.
Oh.
Bro's committed, I see. I think.
It is. It's not good to have a bag of chips next to you when you're coding. I'm just like, I could eat some chips. And just before hitting bed, it's even worse. Okay, fuck it.
What?
Just a moment. Declaration not allowed between containers.
Var? What
I need-
is this?
I need this one to be changeable.
But global also.
Well, it's supposed to be within this swap chain struct. Fuck. How can I make it still like a part of the thing, but also I need to be able to change it?
You can change it.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Constants as I tried to cannot assign to constant.
Yeah, it's because self is not a variable. You got a like fields, or they share the same thing as the parent. Yeah, it's to store there. Yes.
Okay, you did PR?
Yes.
Yeah.
You might have to do some merge conflict stuff, but it shouldn't be too
I
bad.
don't think there should be any.
I think there will be,
Because
but it's not too bad.
You changed in a file that well, whatever rules.
Well, no, I actually changed in the renderer
How
also.
dare you?
But it was because of good reasons.
All right. Git push. So, and then let's see.
Added, wait, Adin VK Submir and present. Is this like the Muslim version or
Oh
like
wait.
Adin VK Submir?
Oh, this is my thing.
Yes.
I'm trying to find yours. I was like, wait, hold on.
Yeah. Right, that's it. Not try.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Change physical device.
You gotta, yeah.
Add my review. Okay. So what the fuck? Mm-hmm.
My God, why, bro? Why can the git ignore not work? Kill yourself. Wait.
We have
Wait.
to wait. Why are you even? What is the path for this? What is the full path for this thing?
This is the target in SpacetimeDB server because the git ignore there it does not work. It's garbage. It sucks. It's awful.
You should have it ignored. No,
Yeah, I know. The git ignore. If you go to the server and then you do git ignore.
No, like wait. But it's just target. Hmm.
Yeah, but that's the folder where that stuff is in.
Yeah, but this one, yeah, this also should ignore target.
Wait.
Do they actually exist on the? If you go server, like, what the fuck am I doing? Spacetime.
Why can't git ignore work?
There is a target. Why is there a target? That should not be there. Why is this file?
Yeah, but like the git ignores are just not working.
Apparently, I will
Like
take
neither
care.
mine or your. You can just not accept those files, I guess.
Yeah. Add review. How did
Yeah,
I?
just don't accept those specific files. Delete file.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bruh.
And
Can I not select just all of them and just delete all of them at once? I have to do one by one. Nah.
what?
Or can I
But it's not
just
too bad. It's only 3 of them. Or you
can
can
I
just accept it, I guess.
can I just do this and accept these ones?
Maybe.
Bruh, this success. I don't want these. Let's just get it over with. Commit directly to the yes. Create a new branch and then I will merge them.
Oh yeah. What a great idea.
I know. No wait, now it will, bro. Okay, this wasn't even a it's gonna delete that. No, okay, whatever. This is peak programming right now. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll get some water, I guess.
Yeah, get some for me. Oh wait, this one was this one already? I don't know, bro. I'll delete it twice. Fuck it.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Now look at that.
Thank you all.
That's
Have you deleted all the useless garbage?
almost this one still.
I see. I like that you have to like commit farm to do this also.
Oh yeah. Yeah, now we can. That's some crazy as shit.
Thanks,
Wow,
Git.
so
Thanks, Git. I mean, Git
many.
is just a small thing, you know. Like, how do you expect them to like make this work? You know, it's just a small thing that isn't like 20 years old, and they should have had time to fix it or anything. No, no, no. Bro is actually commit for me.
I'll let that physical device be there for a while. It will.
Yeah, both for the GIS aiming.
Yes.
Now we'll get all those sexy conflicts. Wait, origin master, my bad.
No, just Origin Space Master, bro. You do this every time.
No, it works. Conflict, merge conflict in
What?
source render. That's it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Auto merging.
You open up
Yeah.
VS Code and you fix it.
In renderer. Wait, where's the conflict at? Here.
On the left, bro. You do it in the actual UI, man.
No, fuck the UI. I hate the UI.
Bro, no, the UI is actually great for this stuff.
Fucking hell. Which one? Where?
Yes. Yeah. You see the files that they have. What? Okay, sure.
I don't know. I hate. I prefer to just read these things.
No. Okay,
Because it's
bro.
simple. Like
Okay,
you can see,
bro.
this is current, and then this is the incoming. It's so easy. It's like literally this is what I got,
Okay.
and this is what you got, and
Yeah.
then
Well,
it's
you want to remove what you got.
what? No, I want to keep my config thingy. Oh wait.
Your config thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Well,
No,
that
wait. That's for the debug messages. You haven't touched those. Wait, what the fuck did you change?
no. I fixed physical device, command, pool, and swap chain because those were the things that were giving that wanted the Q family index.
Oh, okay. Accept incoming changes. There, boom. So there is no.
Scroll up.
Well, there you have point.
Oh wait, not in here. I mean in yeah. You like it?
Okay, sure. Okay, so now the question is, can we make it run?
There should
So,
also be a merge issue inside of the renderer.c.
well, that was the thing we just fixed.
Oh, I see. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, I noticed. Fuck it, cancel. I don't know. I'll fix this in a bit. Then here. Now we should have. Wait. Wait. It's status. They should be done, right? Fixed merge. And now it should be done, right? Yeah, up to date. No merge, no merge, no problems. But anyways, so now we can do self dot device. This is weird.
Physical device.
But we
Physical
want to get the
device.
queue and then
Physical device. All right. Then physical device. Physical device. Physical device. Physical yes. Dot Q family index.
now that's some crazy way to get the thing, but sure, let's go with that.
Yeah,
probably-
it is pretty crazy.
we might change that, but for now that will have to do.
Debatable.
Uh,
Lucas, this entire renderer is already unclean and garbage. Like it's
How
been
dare
like
you.
5 days, bro. Not even that. It's been like one day,
how dare you?
and it's already unclean.
How
I
dare
think
you?
it's gonna be like so bad in the end.
Oh, it's gonna be great, bro. Bro, shut up.
No.
It's gonna be awesome. So we got to this part. Now, whoa, what the fuck happened to my? What the fuck? Okay, we got to this part and now it's just cleaning. But cleaning is whatever. We don't care about that. Let's see if it runs first try. Alright. Let's see. Single run. Let's go. Boom. Fuck. All right. Expected renderer. Expected. Found const. Renderer. Oh yeah, I changed it to be a. It has to take the reference. So it's expected and I got a const. So do I just change it to a var? Boom. Opaque return type Q not allowed.
You gotta do star Q.
Star Q.
Yes.
It shows that. Bam. Boom. Expected type struct Q found render Vulkan device Q. Just to
Pointer.
see.
Yes.
Oh
And sort
no.
of to see, yeah. To see.
Can I not just make this a this thing?
That's gay.
Because we don't have our own thing, right?
Also, that's not the issue. Like, look at the error, man. Look at the error. It's
Expected
not there.
C.
Renderer. Yeah. Guess what?
Yeah.
Look at the file, man. Look what file is this?
Render.sig. But it comes
Yes,
from
and what
here.
file are you looking in?
It comes from here. If you go to here, you can see it calls this function. So this is the problem either way.
Okay, but I don't say this should work. What's the issue then?
Boom! I told you.
Okay. What, did you change it up to the Vulkan one? Okay, but then you gotta remove the pointer cast and the type declaration for Q. Remove this pointer cast. Remove it. And remove the yes. And then you go to the top of this structure, and then there's a Q structure inside of it, and you want to remove that.
Oh, you have a queue structure here. Oh, well, you could have told me so. Well, then we can keep
Oh
it.
my god. Where did you think it came from?
Well, I thought. You see, I wasn't thinking.
Oh. Yeah,
Because
that's
then you have this
critical.
to see function, which we can call instead.
Oh my god.
Well, it's more beautiful than the pointer cast, which it does inside. But did you see that? There's a window for a short period of time.
Fabulous.
So shall we
get some
see
applause for
if it's seg faults now? If you let it run for a few iterations.
Oh, it's gonna do memory leaks and shit.
Oh. God damn. Panic index out of bound.
Yeah, it looks good.
Right.
Are you ever freeing the frames?
I am freeing everything. Don't worry about it. But I know the issue here. Current frame. God damn. Here. This is why I wanted a constant, because here's the thing where it comes in handy. We're gonna do
Bro, you can use the modulo on the length. What?
What? See.
Bro, you don't need that stupid ass constant.
Fuck, what was
Did you use the constant?
Yeah.
Um,
Division by 0. How do you do modulo? What? Oh, I did the wrong thing.
You do
I didn't
at mod.
where is the constant? Where's the max?
So, yeah.
It's not. No, Lucas, use the frames dot len. Frames dot len. Yes. Or it is
Look
frames,
at that!
right? Yes.
That's exactly what we're aiming
Wow.
It's alright.
I was actually expecting.
I don't know, the application not responding.
No, I was actually expecting it to not load. This is actually better than I expected.
This is working better. Yeah, same, bro. I did not expect it to come this far.
No, I wasn't expecting.
Also,
I was expecting to
we
get
weren't
this.
expecting anything.
Not this far at least. Beautiful. Oh, there it was.
You know, Lucas, do you want to know how many lines of code this would be if you were using OpenGL?
I don't 50.
Probably like 10.
I know, now you're just exaggerating.
No, I'm literally not. Like, to clear the color, you do like GL clear, and then you pass in color buffer bit, and then you do GL clear color, and then you pass the color, and then you do like window dot swap buffers.
Yeah, but would you have control over the fences and the semaphores, and would you have control over the
No, but we don't want those. We don't want synchronization. It's single threaded anyways.
We kind of want that though. Anyways, we're gonna take a quick recording. Well, I guess I will stop the live stream actually, and tomorrow we will continue with the next step, which will be
Triangle.
improving the render loop apparently.
What?
What? What would we even do? Oh no, this we don't care about. Deletion queue, no, fuck that shit. Okay, we might.
Who cares?
No, we don't care about that, to be honest. This we will skip memory allocation. Do we care about this? Yes, we will care about this. Tomorrow we'll get the Vulkan memory allocator apparently in, and we will start to
Sure, buddy.
look into. I think they use blip image here. Well, whatever. Or blit region. Yes, they're using it. And then it's Vulkan shaders. Woo, and then the pipeline. Woo.
It's alright.
And then shader code. AmGUI will skip. We will not do that.
God, bro.
I don't think there's a point doing AmGUI. Like, we will
Nah,
have
make your own UI.
We'll have the no. Fuck no. We're not. No, wait. Yes, we will make our
Yeah.
own UI, but we will
Yeah.
not use AmGUI as a UI. That would be just cringe. But
I know we're gonna make our own UI.
yeah, like for the debugging, I think we will just utilize the hot reloading. Like that's gonna be it.
Mm.
That will be our AmGUI. Hot.
Put your dick away, Walter.
And then we will get the graphics pipeline. Wow, that's crazy. What the fuck? Ah. And there will be a beautiful triangle. And then, Harold, we will have to start thinking about these meshes. How will we also do skeletal animation and this kind of stuff? Like, that would be cool.
Yeah. We import a library or we don't.
What if we do?
Well, then we import a library. There's a pretty good one for Sig actually.
But I still would like to try to make at least like one bone move or something like that. Wouldn't it be freaking cool?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, good luck, man.
But yeah, we will improve on the renderer, the draw, I think, tomorrow. Let's see. I will just put it at the bottom. And I think I know why it crashes. There's two reasons. Either Harold's idea of how to handle a window is broken, or it is the second option, which is that we didn't recreate the frame buffer or the swap chain like frame size because it got resized when it started the application.
Yeah, I wonder which one it could be.
Or it's both.
No, it's definitely just the second one because making a window is easy.
We'll see. Well, that's where we will continue off tomorrow. Alright, everybody. It's time for me to hit the bed and continue on learning maths and physics and cry a little bit. And then I'll be back streaming tomorrow about the same time. Yeah, bye-bye.